Valoria's elite. But beneath the surface of glittering gowns and forced smiles, she was a warrior, her mind sharp, her instincts honed to a razor's edge. Every smile was a carefully constructed mask, every conversation a calculated maneuver to get closer to her target. Domenico Moretti. The FBI had trained her well, molding her into the perfect weapon. She was a chameleon, adapting to her surroundings and becoming whoever she needed to be to get the job done. Yet nothing could have prepared her for the intoxicating chaos of Valoria, for the way Domenico's presence seemed to seep into her very being, disrupting the carefully constructed walls around her heart. She had been warned about him, of course. They told her he was a master manipulator, a charmer who could seduce with a look and betray with a kiss. They told her to keep her distance, to guard her heart at all costs. But how could she be expected to guard against a danger that felt so thrilling, so intoxicating? Domenico was a storm, and she was caught in his tempestuous wake. Her mission was clear: infiltrate Domenico's inner circle, gather evidence of his crimes, and bring his empire crashing down. But with every stolen glance, every accidental touch, Audra felt herself slipping deeper into a web of her own making. Her duty demanded she destroy him, but her heart whispered a different story, a dangerous narrative of forbidden desires and a love that could cost her everything. Section 4. A gala unveiling, first encounter, lingering glances. The night of the Moretti Gala shimmered with an undercurrent of anticipation. Crystal chandeliers cast glittering rainbows across the opulent ballroom, their brilliance a stark contrast to the darkness that lurked beneath the surface of Valoria's elite. Audra, draped in a gown of midnight blue that seemed to absorb the light, moved through the crowd with practiced ease, her eyes constantly scanning, searching for her target. It was then that she saw him, Domenico Moretti. He stood at the far end of the ballroom, a commanding presence that seemed to draw all eyes to him. Even from a distance, Audra could feel the heat of his gaze, intense and unwavering. It was like a physical touch, sending a shiver down her spine. He was even more striking up close. His features were sharp and angular, his jaw set in a firm line that hinted at an iron will, but it was his eyes that captivated her. Dark as midnight, they held a depth that was both alluring and terrifying. They seemed to see right through her, piercing the carefully constructed walls she had built around her heart. Their first encounter was brief, a mere exchange of pleasantries, but it left Audra breathless. His voice, when he spoke her name, was like velvet over steel, sending a tremor through her very core. As she met his gaze, she knew she was in over her head. This was no longer just a mission, this was personal.